The Corvette ZR1 buries the competition. Hey everyone, welcome to the Radar Report. I'm your host Travis, bringing you the latest in Enthusiast news. The Corvette ZR1 made waves when it first debuted with its 1,000 plus horsepower, mind-boggling performance, and Chevy has wasted no time putting it to the test. Not just running it through its paces, but shattering expectations. Chevy has already broken 5 records at 4 tracks around the US. I know what you're thinking. How can you have 5 records broken at 4 tracks? We'll get to that, but first, let's talk about this beast of a supercar. And this is a supercar, not to be confused with an exotic car. Many people tie these two together, but there is a difference. You don't beat a McLaren Senna around EV.R and be classified as just a sports car. It has the power, it has the performance, it has the sound and the look. If the normal C8 didn't classify as a supercar, then this ZR1 monster is 100% supercar status. But it's more than just a supercar. Chevy has created a new yardstick. To get this kind of performance from a factory vehicle with a warranty? I haven't seen this kind of breakthrough since the GTR debuted. Now, let's get to the details. 4 legendary tracks: Road Atlanta, Road America, Watkins Glen, and Virginia International Raceway, both the full circuit and the grand course. 4 different drivers running each course. We're not talking about professional race car drivers either. No, these are development drivers. Very capable drivers, but not dedicated drivers. Chris Barber at Road Atlanta, Brian Wallace at Road America, Bill Wise at Watkins Glen, and Aaron Link running both configurations at EV.R. On Road Atlanta, Chris Barber posted a 1 minute 22.85 seconds run, beating out the previous champion, the Porsche 911 GT2 RS, which ran a 1 minute 24.88 time. A full 2 seconds faster than a GT2 RS. At Road America, Brian Wallace posted a 2 minute 8.56 seconds run, beating out the previous champion, the Porsche 992 GT3 RS, which ran a 2 minute 13.81 time. A mind-boggling 5 seconds faster than one of the best track cars you can buy. At Watkins Glen, Bill Wise followed suit, running a 1 minute 52.73 seconds. I was unable to find any other lap times from production vehicles to compare, but I'm certain it's ridiculous. Last, but certainly not least, Aaron Link running EV.R full circuit at 1 minute 47.74 seconds and the grand course at 2 minutes 32.30 seconds. For the full course, there were not many vehicles to compare, but he did run almost a full 9 seconds faster than the next fastest, which was a Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. And almost a full 10 seconds faster than the almighty Dodge Viper ACR. As for the Grand Circuit, he was over 2 seconds faster than the previous champion, a McLaren Senna, which ran a 2 minute 34.90 time. 4 tracks chosen, 5 records broken. Chevy has come out swinging. I look forward to seeing how they manage on other popular tracks, such as Laguna Seca, Silverstone, Willow Springs, and the almighty Holy Grail, Nürburgring. There could be hope for the supposedly final chapter of the Fast and Furious series. After all that's been going on, Vin Diesel has said that the series needs to return to LA and its street racing roots. I've been a big Fast and Furious fan since the original. Though my love for cars always existed, the first movie heightened my excitement for the car world. I then fell off the series around the 4th installment. I still watch them, but they had evolved into something entirely different by then. The last movie I saw was Furious 7, for obvious reasons. Miss you, Paul. I've had no interest past the 7th movie of the series, but perhaps they might do the last film justice. According to Vin Diesel, he states, "I just want to get back to real street racing, practical stunts, and a reunion of that beautiful brotherhood. Something the car scene is desperately missing. I am all on board for this, but is it too late? Will reverting back to the roots do anything aside from possibly making the last movie watchable?" I've loosely followed the story from what little information I have gathered on the series after the 7th film. They completely lost me when I heard they were going to space though. I have no intentions of watching any film after the 7th, and I highly doubt the 11th and final installment will convince me otherwise, even if they make it the best film in the series. Although the first and second films were a bit wacky, the car scene was the highlight. I felt that was the forefront of the film and the story was the background, the excuse to let loose on the streets. The Fast and the Furious was about street racing, but more so about the cars, the build, the bonding, and the love of cars they shared. Bar its whimsical storytelling, the reason we watched it was for the cars and the driving. Telling a story through the cars and painting a picture of friends made in the garage all doing what they love. If they can manage to pull that off for the last installment of the series, I just may go and watch it in the theaters. For the record, the top 3 films in the series, Tokyo Drift, Fast 5, and Furious 7, are all interchangeable for the number 1 spot. But my personal favorite is Tokyo Drift. These off-road sports cars must be a hit, as Porsche says the 911 Dakar is set to return for the 2026 year, but with a twist. It will now be running a T-hybrid powertrain that bumps the power up to 532 horsepower and 449 pound-feet of torque. The Dakar, being inspired by Porsche's Dakar rally-winning off-roaders from the 1980s, has been trending lately, as other manufacturers have been producing their own off-road sports cars and even supercars. I feel ever since Subaru and Mitsubishi have dropped the ball on the rally cars for the streets, that section of enthusiasts have been wanting for more options. It's a category that has been overlooked for a few years, and Porsche is now capitalizing on that space. And really, who's better to do that than Porsche? Now, let's talk about the T-hybrid system. It first debuted in the 911 GTS for the 2025 model. It pairs a 3.6-liter flat-6 engine with an electric turbocharger and a gearbox-mounted electric motor. That E-motor adding 54 horsepower and 110 pound-feet of torque, which should make for some very nice performance gains. Considering the older car went 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds, we can expect that time to decrease by 0.1 to 0.2 seconds. Not only that, the electric motor and small battery should increase the fuel efficiency. So not only is it going to be quicker, but it'll also be more efficient. A proper combination for the return of the off-road 911. My personal opinion is that these off-roaders are scratching an itch that's been on enthusiasts' backs for quite a few years. Although they come at a premium that many of us can't afford, there is still a fairly big market for them. That being said, this new Dakar will be a limited production run, so they are expected to sell fast. If you do have the money to scratch that itch, make sure you do it quick. The ZR1 is not enough, huh, Chevy? You have to go and create dominance in all aspects. This monstrous EV.R NASCAR Blazer is a prototype set for the future NASCAR. Technically just a concept for what the future of an electric stock car racing series can look like. It's fast, it's mean, but it's just not it. Although the looks and power is there, I believe EV racing series won't hold a candle to what the current stock car competition delivers. If you've ever sat fence side at a NASCAR event, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nothing prepares you for that vibration of sound shooting through your body as those cars fly past you at neck-breaking speeds. It's a very large part of the experience and something that can't be replaced no matter how hard EVs try. I like the prototype Chevy, but the racing world is not for EVs. That goes for all other motorsports as well. If you think EVs will become the future of racing, you will be very upset when no one attends or even watches it. Hearing the sound of an F1 or NASCAR as it barrels towards your direction, the acoustics progressively getting louder as it approaches, and just blowing out your eardrums as it shatters the wind, blasting said wind against you with sound pressure and aerodynamics? EVs will have none of that, and fake sound is nowhere near the same. They are going to have to figure this one out, but keep racing as is for now. Don't kill this great sport with the introduction of EVs. Keep EVs for what they were built to be. Great road cars for daily use. Fun 0 to 60 times and great for driving around the city, saving gas and the environment. EV performance is impressive, but they can never replace any motorsports series ever. What do you guys think? Leave your comment in the section below and let's talk about it. That's all today for the Radar Report. Be sure to check out last week's video and subscribe to stay updated on the latest enthusiast news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.